What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about the Black Ops 6 multiplayer operators, all the details that you need to know about the factions, the operators, skins, an early first look, some gameplay footage, and everything that you need to know. If you find the video helpful or informative, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, if you want to see any other Black Ops 6 videos, comment down below what you want to see next and I'll cover it for you guys. I did post a Modern Warfare 3 update video covering everything you need to know about today's update yesterday, so if you want the details on that, I'll have it linked down in the description. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead, let's jump into it. So the first thing that you need to know is the Black Ops 6 multiplayer will feature two different factions for the operators, very similar to how we have Spec Gru and Cortac for Modern Warfare 3 and other different factions that pretty much categorize and split up the operator skins, and that way you're able to use one particular set for one team and the other set for the other team when you're in multiplayer. In this case, the very first faction's name is called the Rogue Black Ops, and as the name suggests, these are the Rogue Black Ops ages. As they mentioned in the campaign, they were forced to go rogue due to a mission going wrong. And from that, you can expect that the main operators, or at least the main characters you're going to be playing with in the campaign, are going to be the ones a part of the Rogue Black Ops team. And then you have the second faction known as Crimson 1. Now, Treyarch did mention that they're not necessarily evil or the bad guys. Apparently, there's even former allies there, so it's not really all that bad, and they're not necessarily calling that faction the evil side. But these are the two factions that you'll be able to categorize the different operators that will be available. Now, they did give us a list of the different operators that will be available within each faction. For the Black Ops Rogue, the very first operator is going to be Marshall. He's the face of Black Ops 6, the main character you get to play with in the campaign. There's multiple different photos of different operator outfits that he's wearing. One of them in particular looks like the multiplayer version, so more than likely you'll be able to use this version as the base operator. Usually to unlock these operator skins, first depends where the character is. If they're a character in the campaign, you probably will need to finish a particular campaign mission in order to unlock them. If they're a milsim that was just introduced in multiplayer, you'll need to complete some sort of a multiplayer challenge. And here's just a screenshot of a couple challenges that we saw with Modern Warfare 3's base operators. And they would require things like getting 3 operator hipfire kills with an SMG, completing 3 contracts in zombies, kill 3 operators affected by your tacticals in a multiplayer match. These challenges are very straightforward, very simple to do, and don't take long, so you should be able to unlock all the operator skins within like the first week of the game releasing. Anyways, back to the list, we have a couple of operators in the Rogue. So it starts off with Marshall, which we talked about. Then you have Yara, you have Bayan, you have West Point, Nazir, and then Ratcliffe, which this name may seem familiar to you. A while back, an actor posted saying they're going to be playing Ratcliffe, and he's going to be the main character in Black Ops 6. We're not entirely sure if he's actually going to be in the campaign or not, but now that they're confirming that Ratcliffe is an operator in Black Ops 6, maybe he's going to look like the actor, which you can see here from the photo. And these are all the base operator skins. Then on top of that, there's 2 additional operator skins that you can unlock if you end up getting the Vault Edition, and that's going to be Park, available in the Black Ops Rogue, as well as Adler. Now, because if you end up getting the Vault Edition, there is no base operator at the moment for these characters, and that means that they're probably going to end up releasing them later on in a future battle pass or in some sort of a seasonal update. We saw the same exact thing happen with Warden and Makarov. Even though Makarov was that main antagonist throughout the whole storyline, there was no way to unlock the base operator skin at the time unless you ended up getting the Vault Edition. And usually the Season 1 battle pass is based around the campaign, so you could probably assume that the main characters, or at least the bigger characters in the campaign. And what's interesting, during the direct showcasing, there was a dev working on an artwork for Adler, which we haven't seen yet, and that could be the potential Season 1 artwork that they're already preparing and working on, and he might end up being the face of that update. But this is just a photo that we saw. Anyways, in addition to these operators that were listed, there's a couple of others that they don't talk about but are also going to be a part of Rogue Black Ops, and the next one is Jane Harrow, which is a CIA handler. She's going to be working with Marshall as well as Woods. Now, I'm thinking this character is a little similar to Laswell, where she works with the CIA and then she does the comms, but then very rarely on occasions she will enter the field herself. Could potentially end up being an upcoming seasonal operator skin. But then we also have a couple of others that are also going to be introduced in the beginning of the campaign, and that consists of Felix Newman, which looks like a younger Adler. He's apparently going to be a part of the team recruited by Marshall, will be in the field, as well as Savati Dumas, which is a mysterious assassin, and she's also going to be a part of it, and it looks like she should be a playable operator at some point as well. So they don't mention these guys from the campaign coming into multiplayer, but you can also expect them to come in at some point. Anyways, the next set of operators that we have are going to be Crimson 1, and here's what their names are. The first one is Liho, then we have Kane, then the third one is Stone, which is from Black Ops Cold War. He's going to be officially making a return. They actually did provide a photo of him. As you see here, he's using like the omnidirectional movement. That's pretty much him right there. And then here's a couple of other photos from Cold War if you don't remember who he is. He was pretty popular, especially with his 420 operator skins. But the next one we have is Nerian, then we have Bailey, and then we also have Volta. So these are the Crimson 1 operators. Then on top of that, they also mentioned that there are some zombies operators, and that is going to be Brutus coming in, and then Klaus. And it doesn't look like these are standard regular characters you'll see in the game. They're just added because of the fact that they are a part of the Vault Edition, so they'll end up creating slots for them. I'm not sure if they'll even, I'm pretty sure that's like the base version of them to begin with. So I don't expect Black Ops 6 to have any more additional characters for these guys unless they come in with bundles in the future. Now, speaking of zombies, there's a total of 4 new operators coming in, which are going to be a part of a crew in the zombie side of things, and that is going to be the crew called Terminus. They come in with Maya Aguinaldo. I'm sorry if I said the last name wrong, but this is what she will look like, and she's a brand new character. Then you have Gray, you have Weaver, as well as Carver. Now, here's what's surprising is it looks like they're not going to be only playable in zombies, but they will also be playable in multiplayer. We saw quite a couple of clips of the multiplayer showcasing, and within that, you can see that Maya is the operator skin that's running around using a shotgun, using different weapons, eliminating other operators. And more than likely, to unlock the crew operators, you're going to need to do some zombie challenges, and that'll force you to play as them and do some type of challenges, and then that way you'll end up being able to get them. But as of right now, it's not officially confirmed. This is just what I've noticed from the direct showcasing. Now, because all these operators were given to us in the form of a list and we don't have photos to match who they are, there was quite a bit of operators shown in the Xbox Direct that I just want to go ahead and showcase and share with you guys, because every single operator that was shown in the multiplayer section of the Direct is going to be coming into the full release of the game. Remember, this is an early build before they add any unique bundles or any unique operators that you'll need to purchase. These are just the default skins for the default base game at launch. So you can expect that all these operators will be unlockable for you to get, that you see here on the screen. The ones doing the finishers, the ones that they're using to show the omnidirectional movement and the features, and some of the crew operators that we did talk about already. And then there's a couple of photos that they ended up showcasing. For example, we have this operator. They don't give us the name of who she is, but you could tell that it's probably going to be a rogue Black Ops operator. I'm going to guess maybe Yara. During the campaign section and the animations and the cutscenes, you could see her a couple of times with Marshall. More than likely, she's going to be a part of that team and probably will end up being a main operator that you'll be able to use in multiplayer as well. But let's talk about the last and final thing, is what's going to happen with the future of bundles and operator skins in Black Ops 6, because Treyarch actually already confirmed all this. And when they were asked, here's what they said. Treyarch confirmed to IGN that they will be adding all sorts of skins to Black Ops 6 post-launch, but day one will focus on base/immersive items. What this means is that you won't be running around with any of those crazy looking skins like Spawn, Homelander, Nicki Minaj. And that's because on day one, they don't want you running around with any of those skins, so it doesn't break the immersion in that narrative that they want. Now, of course, they said we're going to add those things into post-launch. We know players like those stuff, and we'll be able to find really cool things that tie to Black Ops lore and also new exciting stuff as well. So for those of you guys who are hoping that Call of Duty just simply keeps it realistic and stops adding these anime bundles and these crazy weird looking operators, it's going to start off with that type of way where the bundles are probably not going to look as crazy or as insane, but then they're going to start ramping up shortly after with the seasonal updates. They're going to start adding in mastercrafts, different weapon blueprints, different ultra skins, crazy reactive operator skins, because remember, at the end of the day, these are what sell for them in the store. I remember they even said right here, there are crazy skins in Call of Duty because more people are buying those skins than any other skins. Last I heard, the anime and the crazy skins are the best selling ones in the game. So Activision is making skins that people want to purchase. So if they end up adding some sort of anime skins or some crazy skins and people don't buy them, then they're probably going to be like, okay, then we're probably going to go back to Milsim and realistic. So at this moment, they're just promising that the beginning of the game will stay as it should be, and then they're going to slowly evolve it and add more as time goes on. Very similar to how it was with the start of MW2. They sort of kept it realistic with the Milsims, and then they slowly got weirder and weirder. But then MW3, on the other hand, it just started off crazy right to begin with, all because of the carry forward. But what are your thoughts and and opinions on the operator skins that you've seen so far. Do you think that these are some really nice operator skins for the launch of Black Ops 6? And what are your thoughts and opinions? If there's anything else you guys want me to cover or talk about here on the channel, comment it down below. I'll keep you guys covered on it. But it's been your boy Tridzo, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.